Hey, how's it going out there? Hope you're staying warm. It's sunny here. Sunny here on the farm, and it's cold, but it's cold. It's like out here in the Pacific Northwest, I think it's in the 30s right now, and it got down maybe like 18 degrees at night, which is fairly cold. We're pretty mild as far as winters go out here, but might get some snow here in the next couple weeks. Anyway, hi, hope you're staying warm and being safe out there, and just wanted to share a couple things I've been praying about and just maybe talk about some current event things. But anyway, I wanted to say hi. Thank you so much for your prayers. Thank you, Bro Jay, for the prayers, and all you other family members out there in Jesus. Thank you so much. If you don't know Jesus, I pray you would call upon his name for salvation. Doing better every day. We prayed over the treadmill because it wasn't working, and then God did a miracle. Now it's working again, so that's a big praise, because that's like one thing I can do is walk. So big praise. Thank you, Jesus, for getting it working, because it was not working the last few days, and it was sad. So anyway, as far as what's going on in the world, a lot of stuff going on. We're on high alert again, as it seems like we always are every month or couple months or whatnot, with the Iran thing. And I heard an update from Amir, and he's saying that Turkey says that Israel's going to get involved in the attack against Iran, and he's saying that they're not, and that's just fabrication and blah blah blah. But they are canceling flights, I think, to Israel or going out of Israel, one of the two. So there's stuff going on as far as like rumors of war, I guess. And then rumors of war is America gonna attack Iran? And I heard from someone was saying, a lot of people report on this, I'm not a specialist or anything, but they said that they're waiting for more of that internal collapse to happen before America attacks, because and who knows what they're planning, and who knows if they just are actually going to do it, or if it's going to be one of those kind of special secret missions where they go in and do like a little bit, or if they really try to take down the whole regime. But anyway, a lot of emergency action messages today, this morning, were going, and that's like to arm all the subs and the ships or whatever. So that was doing its thing, and a lot of signs that they are going to attack. Kind of like it was, I think it was last Friday. Was it last Friday? We were kind of on high alert of like, okay, are they going to do it? You can hear all the action messages, and then it just kind of goes dark, and it's like, okay, I guess they didn't do it. And they usually wait on a weekend, I guess, to when they attack or do something, so the stock market doesn't plummet or who knows what. But anyway, well, definitely something could happen, and that would trigger a lot. Personal thing I was praying about, I think it was like 3 or 4 days ago. I was with my son, and he had got his grandma got him this little game magnet thing, and one of the pictures was of New York City, and it was a bridge at nighttime in New York City, kind of ominous kind of looking picture. And when I looked at it, it was New York City specifically too. It said like on the package or whatever, it's New York City, a big bridge late at night. Didn't specify what bridge, but I don't think that's important. But I got the ringing in my ear that I sometimes will get when the Lord like uses that as a way to kind of alert me, or like the Holy Spirit's speaking something. And anyway, it was brought back to my mind. I've heard two people, Kim Fisher and Pastor Tim, on here. They both, Pastor Tim had a post-rapture vision dream where he was on a bridge in New York and the water was lapping up, and it was like kind of a destruction thing, like, yeah, maybe post-rapture, he thought. And then also Kim Fisher saw a big bridge, New York City, and I think she either saw, I don't know if it was like some sort of, it could have been like an attack or something happened that was not good. And I think others have seen like earthquake, like post-earthquake, maybe stuff happening, or tsunami or whatever. Anyway, but they've been shown very similar thing, like a bridge in New York and like destruction basically. And I just thought that was really interesting because I hadn't ever received like a personal confirmation in regards to that. And so I thought, okay, wow, it's interesting, Lord, you know, that could be something that happens in the future. You know, I think it's pretty likely that when the rapture happens, there's going to be earthquakes, all the fault lines are going to, in the U.S. or in who knows around the world, volcanoes around the world, everything is going to just pop off and go crazy. That's kind of what I think. But yeah, I mean, it could be potentially before the rapture. But anyway, we just wait on the Lord and trust on Him for those things. There was another similar thing. Yeah, I think there was something else I remember praying about, and I felt like the earthquake thing was kind of dropped in my spirit again. And there have been a lot of earthquakes going on. But anyway, so that's, I don't want to blab on, but anyway, I think a lot of us, it's nothing new. It's not like any new revelation or anything, but it is things that I've heard from years ago, other people talk about. And then, yeah, Cabin Girl, you shared the thing about the New Madrid fault going, and I've heard people talk about even like a lot of East Coast area being underwater, Florida being underwater, and, you know, maybe even parts of like Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, kind of in there. Who knows? Georgia, who knows? That definitely, you know, could happen if there was like a Poseidon missile fired down the East Coast. And you know, the technology for massive destructions there, and also when the rapture happens, that's gonna trigger, you know, sudden destruction, I think, as well. So anyway, yeah, let's see, was there, talked about all the other kind of stuff, current event stuff. Yeah, it's sad what's going on about all the Minnesota and all that going on, Minneapolis, and all the protests and all the other stuff going on. It's hard. I get, you know, it's sad, and then I get like torn, because it's like, you know, there's a lot of people that are protesting peacefully, and I think that's what people get so upset, is they're out there, they're saying they're protesting peacefully, and they're, you know, trying to do something to, you know, have a voice, and then, you know, people end up getting hurt even in the peaceful things. And I get torn a little bit, because it talks about in Proverbs, like sometimes it's better to just, you know, like stay silent, and sometimes it's better to like not speak, not to say anything. And, you know, sometimes I think, guys, you know, it might be good to just like pray about things and not go out in the streets, even though it might be a peaceful thing. But you know, everyone's led to do what they're called to do, and the Lord works all things together for good. And, you know, I can't say what God is leading someone else to do. But anyway, sometimes I think, oh man, like, why are they even out there? Like, just, you know, but I get it. I get why you'd be out there too, because it's like, hey, you gotta take a stand. And I just sometimes, just my own personal opinion is, I mean, God's justice is going to come. Like, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Like, the Lord can do more than we can. And sometimes I think, like, man, there's just more power in prayer than like trying to physically go do stuff. But yet again, there's a time and a place for that. You know, there's a time and a place to go out and speak your mind and try to stand for the truth. And, you know, I think in London they're doing the walk with Jesus, kind of a peaceful thing. And, you know, so it's whatever the Lord puts on your heart, you know, that's cool. And the Lord does, he knows the truth in every act, every unjust act, every just act, whatever happens. You know, the Lord knows the truth behind it, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful that we're not left like wondering, like, oh man, or just frustrated with all the violence. We can trust that the Lord will work everything out. So that's really good. Anyway, yeah, I hope you're doing good. And staying warm. And I don't know. I think that's all. Don't want to blab on too much, but I'm just so thankful to be up walking and thankful for minimal pain and thankful for you know, muscle spasms can happen here and there and some uncomfortableness, but you know, the Lord's gracious and I'm able to kind of lay down sometimes and rest, which is good. And oh, last thing I got to do was a little painting. I haven't done a painting in a while, and I was really, really, really excited about that. And so I think I'll put on the little thumbnail caption a picture of the little painting I got to do, just a little countryside with a little path. And if you probably, I don't know if you'll see in the thumbnail, but way out in the distance is a little white church in the countryside. So you see the really, really tiny out there. And my mom said she thought she saw like an angel in the sky, which that part wasn't on purpose. She's like, oh, I see angel in the sky. So that's cool. Art's to me, art's a fun gift, you know. People see different things in art, and it brings out different emotions in people and can be healing. Art's healing, and yeah, lots of different forms of art. So it's a cool gift the Lord's given us to be little creators. And whatever you do, if you create music or, you know, whatever kind of expression, it's kind of, we're showing a reflection of the Lord. We're made in God's image. So kind of neato, taco burrito. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.